Hey guys, and welcome to part 3 of the Arkham City playthrough. We've just left Bane to find out where the remaining Titan containers are, so now we're going to continue on with the Joker's radio.
And Bane almost certainly is not going to betray us, not at all. Spoilers, he's going to betray us.
Yeah, I mean the game's, I would say don't say that, but the game's over 10 years old now.
Aye.
Almost 10 years old.
That's not exactly really a spoiler, he's one of the rogues gallery, so...
It's a miracle that guy didn't see me there.
Aye. How often do you hear of one of the superhero's enemies actually cooperating with him and not stabbing him in the back? Here's the Superman 64.
Yep, this is your AR training. That's all you do. Solve my maze.
Yep. Yes, because this is clearly a feat of intellect.
But here, much better controls.
Aye.
As I mentioned in the previous part, folks, the AR training here, the first set of 4 are mandatory to get a necessary upgrade, which really it really helps to improve your speed across the city.
Yep. And movement upgrades are always a good thing, I've found.
Yep. The second half are just bragging rights. This one's easy. You just glide and then you just dive down, and that's all you do. Plus, this is also good training about how the glide function works.
Yeah.
Now, what I might not show off here is on this boat, actually, there's a secret cryptographic sequence at entrance, but it's very hard to find, and the password's very long. Basically, it's a tease for the next game.
Alright.
It involves Scarecrow.
Alright, of course.
The shockwave attack. Basically, when you dive onto the ground, you press the circle button, it initiates a shockwave and then knocks the thugs down. When you see stars above their heads, it means they're down.
Alright.
And in this particular area, there's a unique collectible, which is balloons. You have to burst balloons for riddles. But then the other ones, like in the museum where it's Cobblepot, it'll be like model penguins.
Aye.
Or inside the steel mill where Joker is, it'll be Harley dolls.
Oh.
It's all varied.
Aye.
Because in this city, in Arkham City, different thugs have taken over certain parts of the city. Like here, the steel mill, it's in control of the Joker.
Right.
The courthouse was in control of Two-Face, and the museum, which is on the opposite side of the city, is under control of Cobblepot. And they're just fine for control, while Hugo Strange is just sitting there with his popcorn.
Yes. Dance, puppets, dance.
So just easy there, Sean. We're not that desperate just yet.
Excuse me while I knock shit over.
That little red symbol, that just tells you where the AR training is. You just head up to it and it initiates the training. Now, there's also another upgrade actually. See, apart when you get the grapple boost, there's actually one where you could do a ledge takedown here, right? But there you are. There's ledge takedown, yeah, bonk. But when you get the grapple boost, if there's a thug that just happens to be on the bit where you're boosting up, you can actually grab them as you boost and slam them to the ground.
Oof.
Knocks them out.
You sure Batman doesn't kill?
Yes. Don't start getting injustice on me now. We don't need another regime.
Or Batman v Superman. In that chase sequence, I'm sure quite a few people died in that one.
Yeah. They like to. Well, then again, so I think depending on what content it is, they can rub it with it. Like Batman 89 also killed people.
I see you have called in the Batwing, sir. Did I forget to pack something?
No, Alfred. I think I need the Grapnel boost.
But Mr. Fox told you it's not yet ready for field deployment. It's still in the prototype stage.
Now,
I've
keep
done
that in
enough
mind.
training.
It's in the prototype stage. Then when you go to Arkham Origins, which is a prequel, you get it from the start. And it's not in the prototype stage.
Okay, continuity.
I think it's one of those things where Arkham Origins was not made by Rocksteady. They were busy focusing on Arkham Knight. So that time gap, another developer put them in so they didn't keep fans waiting. So, because Arkham Origins, gameplay-wise, is just a slightly bigger Arkham City. That's all it is. Same gadgets, right down to the same coding. So here we have the prototype Grapnel boost. Boosts the speed of the Grapnel, launching you high into the air above the target point.
Just like Batman was looking at it. Hello, my pretty.
And in Arkham Knight, they take that and go all the way up to max. Another thing about the remote control Batarang that they added, they've given you much more control, where you can slow it down, you can speed it up, you can do a little quick turn and all that. But once it goes a further distance, you lose connection.
Aye.
Must take some ridiculous upper body strength to glide like that.
Aye.
Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first 2 mandatory, well not mandatory, advanced trains. So these rings are a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
Like this one, you have to glide inches above the water without touching it.
It's because God forbid you touch the water. God forbid Batman goes for a swim.
Yeah. Man, nothing better than a soaking wet costume.
Aye.
And this is how the grapnel boost works. That boost, and then flies go straight into a glide.
Yeah.
It says that when you're grappling on your way, press and hold it. Press the X button twice and hold it while grappling to do the boost. Improves the speed. Turbines the speed.
Augmented reality training.
This one is, I would say, this is the hardest of the advanced ones, where you have to dive down into a tunnel and you have to stay above that. But there's also pipes in the top of the tunnel that can disrupt your glide.
Oh, good.
So don't be expecting me to get this on my first try. It is difficult.
Yeah.
Welcome to the steel mill. And again, lucky he didn't see me, so I'm just gonna knock him out. Shh, it's bedtime.
Yeah, okay.
No, when you slow it take and it goes in, the camera zooms in. Mother. Now you can see there, that's another security camera location, but we don't have the codes just yet. Batman used his ears for once to pop balloons.
Augmented reality training activated.
You'll see why I mean why this is hard.
Aye.
First glide over here, dive here, but you can't immediately pull back. You have to let gravity kick in. See what I mean?
Aye.
You have to stay above the ground, inches above, and while you're
Yeah.
going through the tunnel.
Yep.
Now, I'll have to admit, compared this to the PS3 version, I think it's because of the detail here they added in. This port does suffer from frame rate at the time, sometimes when you're gliding through the city at speed,
Alright.
compared to Arkham Knight, which was built from that.
Aye.
But I would say it's worse than Arkham Origins, because the thing about Arkham Origins is that it took what Arkham City already had and tried to put even more in. And there's some things where sometimes it's best not to put too much detail in, you know what I mean?
Aye.
Because the system can't handle it.
Yeah.
Now you can see there on the map, that's where the other trains are, but I'm going to leave them for now until I have to go back there anyway.
Aye.
Saves padding.
Yep.
So off we go into the steel mill.
I need to grapple further.
Yeah, that's another thing with the grapple boost, you can't launch it straight off from where you are, you have to get some distance.
Aye.
So-called superhero coming in here and stopping his recuperation.
And yes, that is not Arlene Sorkin voicing Harley, it's Tara Strong.
Ah.
I believe if we go up here, yep, on this Ferris wheel there's another Riddler trophy. Yeah, yeah, you have to really think outside the box with these collectibles, man.
Aye.
I think there's a way actually you can actually make the thugs shit themselves by bursting the balloons. Like, pop, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
That one, and what I'm aiming for down here is a security camera. I would say they do nothing, but it's part of Riddler.
Aye.
Everything's part of Riddler in this city. God damn it.
Everything is Riddler.
The Riddler's always watching. Yeah, also, do you want me to tell you how much they were in Arkham Asylum? There was only 240. Now it's 440.
So they nearly doubled it.
Thankfully, by the time Arkham Knight comes, they took it down.
Aye.
I would say that's my only gripe about this game, is that they just went a little overboard with the Riddler stuff.
Aye.
Just a little. If they kept it at the same level as Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, I would be fine.
Aye.
but the fact is because I think it's because they say you're in a big city and they want to expand it.
Those two? Did they?
Yeah.
You know? No. Well, I don't think so.
And yes, that on the background you can see the other side of Gotham with Wayne Tower and all that, which is blocked off because we're sanctioned off. And as our Arkham City is a controversial
I need
sanctioned
to
part
find
of
a route to
Gotham.
the Sionis steel mill.
Have you tried the front door, sir?
Why didn't I think of that?
It was obviously
Too
too
easy.
easy. Let's see.
This is the Batman. He doesn't take the easy way.
Yeah.
John, the only way in would be... No, it's suicide.
You mean the
The
squad
main chimney.
outfit?
Okay then.
Which they don't make an appearance here, but they do in other sub forms of media. Like there was an animated movie based in this universe called Batman: Assault on Arkham,
Aye.
which was before Arkham Asylum, and it was mostly about the Suicide Squad.
Aye.
Love the soundtrack. So in we go into the steel mill.
And once again, loading.
Yes, I don't know if I don't know if it's because of the port, but some of the load screens can be long.
Aye.
Now, fire is indeed hot, so don't touch it. Now this is another thing they added here is the slide. You do that by holding down R2 while running.
It's Batman's been playing Mega Man in his spare time.
The steam from the furnace will boil me alive. I need to cool.
We need to cool down we need to cool down that metal railing with water because if you touch it, it's too hot. So we jump down here. That's another thing you gotta learn about. You learn about these is that when you find out, okay, how do I drop down without gliding all
Is this
across
cape
the
not burning?
Oh, I don't know. Magic. It's a magic. It's memory cloth.
Magic bat cape.
It's a magic cape. Oh, I'm just gonna. I would say in terms of all the media that they explained to his cape, I would say the only one you can actually understand is the Dark Knight.
Aye.
Batman Begins, where they call it memory cloth.
Yeah.
Yes, he draws the explosive gel in the shape of bats.
It's got bats on the brain.
But that's gotta be that's gotta be amazing. A gel that explodes.
Aye.
But yes, it's non-lethal.
Somehow.
Yeah, Joker wants you to think he's sick. Then wham! Gotcha. I don't know, man.
Yeah, all these folks don't know you're in here.
Do some entertainment, right,
Let's see what Harley's up to.
I did my best.
You can zoom in like that by pressing down on the right stick.
That useless quack has failed, Mr. J.
Useless quack. Quack, 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 quack. Don't you mean penguin?
Yeah.
Yeah, fire's hot, don't touch it. I bet you if Steven said, ooh, let me touch it.
Fire burns.
Help me!
Yep, that guy's got only got one arm.
Change of plan. Take her to the smelting
And he's got a big massive hammer. He's bringing the house down.
for a little longer.
I am Lord of the Harvest. Bring it down. Bring it down.
You know what you've got to do. Go get the snowman and bring him back here right now.
Now, what we have to do here is we have to shut off the steam. We have to go through underneath here. And now, this is, again, sorry if I keep saying this, folks, but they introduced a new thing in this game where instead of when you tap the L2 button to just throw a Batarang, you can do it up to 3 times.
Right.
And you can do that in the middle of combos as well, but I usually like to throw 1 because there's been many times where I try to throw 3 and then the combo just disappears.
Aye. Well, I suppose that does tie back to his ninja training.
Yeah, where they called shurikens.
Yeah.
How should I know? She's always freaking
And
out.
you have a great takedown. When you're right underneath them, take them out.
Yeah.
Now you can see here some of the thugs are picking up boxes. You can, if you know what you're doing, you can throw the boxes back at them.
Alright. Well, Harley's telling us, like, look who didn't fall for the trap, and it's like, bet you've been fighting him how long?
Well, Batman just turned 18 now? Well, not the character, not the, the whole thing, because he was like 1939 he came out.
Alright. Yeah, remember Harley Quinn was only brought in for the animated series onwards.
Oh, aye. Yeah, Kevin Conroy was voicing through the animated series. Was that 1990s?
Yeah. Yeah, but I was just saying, Harley Quinn wasn't in the comics before.
Yeah, Harley Quinn debuted in the animated series, yeah, and then she became a part of the comics as of that.
Yep.
Because she's that popular. Breaking a leg equals knockout.
Yeah. I suppose the guy's just like, oh fuck it. No, I'm passed out, honestly.
No, I would have loved it if Batman breaks, like that last bit where it slows down. The last bit is you breaking the leg, and then you go walk it off.
Yeah, but Batman doesn't do jokes.
You're supposed to be dead. Well, there's no way you're getting to Mr. J. We're safe and sound.
They really like to play up the idea that Harley's in a dangerous relationship.
Yeah.
Because we know the Joker's not romance whatsoever. It's more abusive.
Yep.
Alfred, Joker's holed up in the manager's office in the steel mill.
By the way, another weird thing that it's been like this since the very beginning. When
course.
Batman is in his intercoms and he
Some
can
of his
walk,
goons
you
tried
can't
to
go
dump
through doors.
Nah.
Until he gets off his Bluetooth headset.
Deal with Joker.
So Batman can't multitask.
No. Now, before we go and interrogate the Joker, we're going to go and save the Doctor.
Yep.
But before that, we're going to get another upgrade.
New toys.
Yes, new toys to play with. Ooh, yes. The free flow focus. When achieving a combo of up to 12 or above without using a special combat move, you will enter free flow focus. This increases movement and damage. And that's when the screen goes a little bit fuzzy, but that means you're getting stronger. And it also slows down, like if the thugs are got knives on it, it slows down to make it easier. This is a Harley statue. You can press the button as many times as you want. She'll constantly get annoyed. I don't know if these are pre-recorded or she's actually up there in the steel mill manager's office, actually on the microphone.
I would say it's pre-recorded, but she's crazy enough to do that.
Now, what this game is telling you right here is that you can actually scan a trophy yourself. So, like this one, for example, I can't get it just now because I don't have the code, but if I scan it, it'll be there on the map. Like a marker.
They've got that doorway covered.
Plus, when you go into detective mode, it tells you how many hostiles you've got. And the way it works in detective mode is that if they're blue, they're fine. If they're highlighted orange, they've got guns.
Oh, right.
You want to take out the guys with the guns first in a stealth section. Well, actually, in the stealth section, there isn't. It's only guys with guns.
So after all, bullets hurt.
So there's 3 guys here.
And when I do, I'm going to teach him not to mess with you. Harley wants him dead.
Oh, shit up.
And then take out these 2.
Have you forgotten about a boyfriend?
If you actually let them talk, they're actually going to talk. They actually go into sick jokes about how they want to bang Harley.
Because of course they do.
Yep.
Never stick it in crazy. How hard is that to understand?
Right, there's a lot of extra shit that we get here, but we can get all this when we get a new upgrade in this Predator room. So here's our first actual Predator room that we have to do, where it's just nothing but guys. Yeah, he's right there. Yeah, I have to admit, I like seeing people's faces when they watch me play this, and then it's like, Andrew's right there.
Yeah.
1-0 above them, go for an Empire takedown. This was the only Predator unlock in Arkham Asylum, but here it's available right from the start. And this is what I mean by using the smoke pellet as an offensive item. Throw it in, they are confused, go in. If the thugs are confused, you can actually throw a Batarang to knock them on the ground. Now, as you saw, there's smoke densities because the smoke doesn't last forever. There's another move here where you can do a ledge takedown where you can so say for example if this guy climbed up the ladder and if I threw a Batarang, he falls down. If you fall down from a certain height, they just get knocked out. Now usually when it comes to Predators, see if this guy was the last one, he'll be shaking because he's scared. You'll be able to see his condition, and if you jump in front of him, he'll shut himself at first and then he'll attack you because he's scared.
Please get me out of this thing.
Hello, Stacy Baker. Another minor doctor.
Give me a second. What's wrong with these people? That crazy woman thinks I can fix the Joker.
What's wrong with him?
There's something in his blood. Some kind of toxin. It's killing him. He blames something called Titan.
Titan?
You mean the Teen Titans?
So that's basically what Joker used at the end of the
Arkham Asylum. Yes.
Yeah. So one of Joker's schemes coming back to bite him in the ass. Karma, the art of heartless bitch.
Yeah. The reason why I'm staying silent for cutscenes, folks, is because Sean's never seen this. I want him to enjoy the story somewhat.
We're safe, right?
Plus, it's one of those where you listen to Kevin Conner and Mark Hamill, you just want to stay silent. Now watch this. Wait till you see this gadget.
What the hell are you doing?
Keep in mind his utility belt's very small, right?
Yep.
He pulls out this. Look what he comes up with.
What the fuck? I smell bad bullshit.
Well, actually, this is actually a very unique weapon. This is the remote electrical charge. An electric gun. But yeah, how the hell does he fit that in his utility belt? I have no idea. But basically, this allows you to control electricity balls. And that's what you use to destroy the statues. But it could also shock. You'll see these generators lying around. They actually become like magnetism in a way, where they activate the power. Like you see these shutter doors here. This will activate the door so you can go through. So if you want to rob a supermarket, get yourself an electrical charge. But this is also really good in Predator sections where, say for example,
not such a good shot with it there, Andrew. You missed twice.
Yeah, that's because that's why I completely ignored them. They're not funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, as I was saying, in Predator sections, let's say you've got two thugs standing next to each other and it's quiet and they've got guns, you fire the electric shot one and it causes them to go ballistic and fire the guns like, yeah! Because they're shocked. It's hilarious.
Okay, then you stand in front.
Plus, with the electric gun, when you get thugs with armor, it sends them flying. Whereas if it's regular mugs like these, they just get a shock. But it's really good. You see there. Plus, when they shock it, if they have a melee weapon, they can cause collateral damage by hitting another thug in the distance.
Yeah.
That's what I love about these gadgets. I bet you in the future, Batman will look at that and he'll say, "Okay, how do I make this smaller?"
Like, oh, my belly.
That's another thing as well with these ragdoll physics. Like you can finish them off in the head or the belly, but in Arkham Asylum they always have got their heads up. No, even if you just finish them on the ground. Ragdoll physics.
Protocol 10 commence in 9 hours.
Got a little bit visual glitch there.
Yeah.
Imagine if he got stuck there forever, or just bonked his head there.
Yeah. And thus the bat died.
This is how it happened. This is how the Batman died. That's how Arkham Knight begins. Away we go. Now you'll see a generator to the right there. This is what we need to get up to the manager's office because there's a big hook. You can basically, when you aim the electric gun on the generator, you can cause it to move energy backwards or forwards like a magnet. Now what you can't do actually, which I don't do here, is that you can fire an electric ball at Harley and she'll just dodge right back in.
Now see what you've done. Scram, B-Man. Come in, Mr. J.
No, we can't. No, there's a secret room in this room here, but as I don't have the codes for this panel here, we can't get downstairs just yet. But what we can get is this. It is kind of visual because you think that's part of the design of the level, not so much an object, you know what I mean? But it kind of tricks you that. Plus, while they're collectibles here, they also unlock bios, as well as upgrades and bonus mounts for challenges. So they are worth it if you want to go 100%. This is what I mean by the magnetism of the electricity. Electronic magnetism, so it's clogged onto the wall, then you pull it out. And this works for thugs as well, so if you make it short electricity, it could shock up at 5 thugs at once. Let's go up here and...
Well, he's always been sick, but...
Here we have Mr. Hammer. This is a minor villain exclusive to this game. He's just basically a big thug, but with the electric shock, you can do this. Make him spin around and hit his teammates. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and leave him for last. What that number basically is that there's thugs in approximation with that explosive gel. You can blow it up. If you blow it up when there's no one there, you lose your combo. So be careful with the Mr. Hammer here. He likes to jump a lot, and that hammer does hurt. I mean, he is burning the house down after all. just love the way he spins like that. Plus, you can get a lot of combos with this guy. You'll see what I mean. And there we are. Left him for last. Let's finish him off.
He's just got me go sleepy now.
Now you can see that the screen's all fuzzy. That's the free flow focus,
Yep.
which increases your attacks. Oh shit, we're too late.
Because the Joker's death is such a tragic loss.
Well, for some people, someone like Harley it probably is.
But she's fucking mental.
I mean, it depends on the story. I mean, there's ones where Harley actually grows smart and says, "Do you know what? I'm leaving the Joker," and then goes with Poison Ivy. Or ones like Injustice where she becomes better in the Injustice universe.
And how many people has the Joker killed?
Oh.
Yep.
If only this was April Fool's.
Joker gang, Batman.
Oof. And as poor Mr. Batman here takes a beating to the head, we'll see you guys in the next part.